Juan Sanchez back deep. Here is a kick. And a pretty good kick down there. It'll be taken by one of the upbacks, number 5. And he runs straight ahead. Good hard run, still on his feet. And he's out to the 46-yard line in Muleshoe territory. So number 5, a very good run there for the Mules. That's Hernandez. Arnulfo Hernandez on that run. And so the Mules go to offense. And again, we'll apologize for not having the names of the Littlefield team, but we were unable to receive their names, so we'll just have to call them by numbers.
Well, our quarterback's going to be Marco Sanchez, number
All right, Sanchez, number 20, and a quarterback.
Arnulfo Hernandez.
Hernandez just ran that one back, and he is a running back. He's in the slot now, so it's an empty backfield. 5:52 remaining. There's a swing pass. Woo, man, they were waiting on that, and they almost picked it off.
The pass was a little short.
It was a little short, but they were coming hard on that. They had that one figured out, I think.
It'd be good that it was short.
It was good it was short, Bob, because they intercepted, maybe run it back. So it's 2nd down and 10.
I think he was trying to get it to Michael Lozano.
That may be something we need to really think about tomorrow night,
The
too.
receivers on that side were Isaac Mendoza and Michael Lozano. The other side was Sergio Solano and Jacob Kettner. Those are the wide receivers.
Okay, so 2nd down and 10 for the Mules. Hernandez, a big running back.
Well,
Sanchez, a quarterback. And
okay, we have a motion.
add a motion call there, so it'll be now 2nd down and 15 for the Mules.
Okay, Ronnie, give those linemen right quick.
All right, the linemen are number 66, Preston Coleman, number 77, Carlos Mesa, Jozak.
I missed the rosters, so just slip them in between plays.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
Jozak Reyes, the center, number 53, Fidel Mendoza, number 67, and Cesar Olivia, number 75. Back to pass pressure, and pass is caught by Hernandez, and he's loose, Bob. He's out across midfield, across the 45, still on his feet, and he's tackled at about the 41 or 2-yard line, so a big...
36, Ronnie gets to the 36, I believe.
Yeah, 36, you're right, and that was a lot of pressure then on Sanchez, and he dodged a tackler or two, and would-be tackler.
Yes, Hernandez is a good runner.
And got the ball out to Hernandez, and Hernandez picked up about 20 yards on that play. So a 1st and 10 for the Mules down in Littlefield territory. Littlefield undefeated to have one tie for the season. The Mules coming in at 500 with a 4-4 record. So the Mules up to the line of scrimmage. Number 24 in the slot over on the left side, also a slot over on the right side. In motion goes slot number 4, and right back to the quarterback, and he has some running room, and he'll have a 1st down about 12 yards as they go deep into Littlefield territory, down inside the 35 to about, or inside the 30 to about the 25-yard line. So right on the 25-yard line over on the right hash, the Mules have a 1st and 10, and they have a good drive going here after a couple of penalties and almost having one intercepted. They've moved the ball right down the field. Hernandez, of course, on the big play with a 20-yard run when they had a 2nd and 15. And so a good run there with the quarterback, Sanchez, and he picks up the 1st down. And it's 1st and 10 with the ball on the 25-yard line of the Wildcats. Empty backfield again. Quarterback keeps the ball, turns upfield, and he'll have a short gain this time. Good defense there by big number 10 of the Wildcats. And it's 2nd and 7. Ball on the 22-yard line. The Wildcats, 4:23, clock moving, 1st quarter. 7th grade game. Littlefield has some talent out there. You can tell they're 7-0-1 on the season here in the 7th grade and have a lot of size. Hernandez, a big running back, standing beside Sanchez, the quarterback now. Good snap. Handoff straight ahead. There goes Hernandez, and he is going to be close to the 1st down. I believe he has it. Boy, he kept fighting then, and he'll have the 1st down. He's inside the 15 to about the 13, maybe 12-yard line, and another 1st down. Boy, he just ran right up the middle in and was hit a couple of yards short of the first down marker, it looked like, but he just dragged some of the Littlefield tacklers with him for 3 or 4 yards and picked up the first down. Good run by Hernandez. Number 20 in the ball game now for the
That's the quarterback.
Mules.
That's the quarterback.
That's Sanchez. Okay, he was just getting a play. He was over to side receiving instructions from the coach, and it's 1st and 10. Hernandez a running back. Mules threatening to score here on this opening drive. There's Sanchez keeping the ball. He's around the 10 down to the 5, and does he have a first down? It's going to be close.
No, Ronnie, he's got to get to about the 2.
About the 2. So he picked up 7 on the play. It'll be 2nd down. It's hard to see over in that corner. 2nd down and about 3, it looks like. Yes. Ball's actually on the 5-yard line.
Yeah, they marked it a little farther back.
A little farther back. I guess his knee hit. It's going like a 3 yards. It looks like. So it is 2nd down. Is that right?
Right.
Second down and 3.
2nd and goal. Well,
it's not goal because we weren't on inside the 10. Sanchez takes a snap, looks, fires, swing pass, called out there by Hernandez. Hernandez battling, and he's going to lose some yardage this time. Good tackling there by the Wildcats down around the goal line, and so Hernandez had to step back for that pass and kind of lost some momentum, and then he was tackled on the 7. A loss of 2, so a big 3rd down, and now call it 5 for the first down, 7 for the touchdown for the Mules.
They lost about 2.
2:16, 15 now, clock running, first quarter. No score. The Mules have had the ball this entire first quarter, just like the Littlefield B team had the ball the first quarter against our B team earlier than that. But the Mules haven't scored, and they have the ball on their own on the Littlefield 7-yard line. Empty backfield. Sanchez, the quarterback. Reyes, the center. There goes Sanchez up the middle, and he is brought down hard about the 6. Looked like he had some running room, but Littlefield closed in a hurry. They're not undefeated without a reason there, because they really closed that hole there in big play. So
picked up the 2 he lost, but it's still
going to be 3rd down and 5, 3 for the first down and 5 for the touchdown. Clock running inside a minute and a half here in the first quarter. See what they choose to do here. It's been a good drive, but we sure need to get some points out of it. Okay, Hernandez back in the backfield. Sanchez the quarterback, Reyes the center. There's a snap. Quarterback keeps the ball, and he is not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. And there is a flag, though. Maybe a face mask. We'll see. I don't know whether we were trying to pitch the ball out then from Sanchez to Hernandez or not, but
Hernandez
looked like he was a pitch man on that play.
He was very wide.
Yeah, he was wide, and
I think that's going to be on Littlefield.
So that'll give us an extra down.
Probably.
Loss of about a yard, maybe 2 on that play.
I guess it's still.
I don't know what the officials are conferring with Coach Wood about down there. Something, I guess. Ball actually ended up on the 4-yard line.
So really, they didn't move it hardly at all.
I guess it's half the distance to the goal line.
Well, he was on. I thought he was
on the 7-5 maybe.
Yeah.
Well, about a half yard.
I don't understand.
I don't understand it either. I don't think Coach Wood does. He's talking to some more officials. Well, will it be a 4th down again, regardless? I think we get another play regardless, but you would think the ball, if it's on the 5, that would put it on a 2.5.
They moved it about 2 feet.
About 2 feet is what they moved it. You're right. Must be some kind of new penalty or
now
face mask, and they only gave us a half yard.
Well,
but it is a first down.
That's what I thought. It's first and
it's a first and goal, so I guess we came out okay.
First and goal.
I tell you what they did. They marked it off from where they grabbed the face mask and it went down. And I'm not sure you're supposed to do that. Maybe so. He was tackled for a loss. So I guess
should have left it where it was and put it back to, and then marked it off.
Well,
anyway,
we have first down and goal to go from the 4.5-yard line of Littlefield with 54 seconds, nearly 55 remaining here in this opening quarter. No score.
Well, we're sure taking a lot of time, Ronnie.
I wonder if we have the 25-second clock going. Must be, I don't know. They were looking up here at clock keeper. Maybe something wrong with the clock. I don't know what.
Well, it must be.
Well, anyway, no score in the game. 54 seconds remaining in the opening quarter, and the Mules driving with a first and goal on Littlefield 4.5-yard line. Mules with a first and goal from close to the 4-yard line down in Littlefield territory. No score. Mules spread out wide. Slot over on the left side and on the right side. Hernandez a running back. Reyes the center. In motion goes number 24. Sanchez a quarterback. He's going to run right up the middle, and he's going to be down around the 1-yard line, maybe 2. So, boy, they're having to work for this as Littlefield really making it tough on the Mules. They moved down to the 2, got about a half of what they needed.
Mm-hmm.
So second down and goal, this time from the 2-yard line. Big Hernandez, number 5 in the backfield. Sanchez the quarterback. May see Hernandez get the ball this time. We'll see. I believe he's moving. No, pass. Caught for a touchdown, I think.
He caught it, yeah.
Yeah,
Was
24.
24. And Ronnie, let's see for sure who that is.
24 is Sergio Solano.
So that
Sergio
was from Sanchez to
Solano, and he kind of threw that in the crowd, but it was a good catch by Solano.
He got it in there, and he caught. Now this is big on this time.
Yeah, 6-0 Muleshoe, and
Way over here.
this time we have number 4 in there at, I guess, quarterback, and he got into the end zone. Yeah,
He got it.
number 4 was back there deep behind Hernandez, and
That was a good run.
that's Michael Lozano, and he ran right up the middle, and
Did he hand off?
no, he didn't hand off. He took a snap. Yeah.
The quarterback is Mario Sanchez.
No, it wasn't then. It's number
it was
4.
A different one. Okay, number 4.
Michael Lozano, and he ran it in for the 2-point conversion. 8-0 Muleshoe.
The 27.
So the Mules
Yeah, I see who's kicking off, Ronnie.
pass for the touchdown, run for the 2-point conversion. Number 5 Hernandez kicking off.
That's number 5.
And the Mules up 8-0 over this undefeated Littlefield team. They kick one to about the 25-yard line. Taken in there by number 15, and flags everywhere as he goes out. Boy, he ran all the way out to the 45-yard line, but there were flags everywhere, so might have been holding or a clip or whatever. We'll see. That number 15 looks like he can run with the ball, though. 8-0 Muleshoe with, I don't know, I think the clock is messed up, Bob. I think we're still in the first quarter. It looks like 2 minutes up there, and they only had a few seconds as we started this drive.
First quarter. Yeah. Well, that's going to be on Littlefield.
So Littlefield holding, I suppose.
They never have signal, but it was either holding or clip.
They're back on the 28-yard line. And from there, they should have, what, a 1st and 10?
Well, let's see how they...
Yeah, it's 1st and 10 from their own 28. Long count. There goes a handoff, and boy, there's a little speed there, Bob, about 7 or 8 yards over the left side there. By the running back, we'll just give you his number. We didn't receive a roster from Littlefield.
Tacklers over there was 51, Brendan Rodriguez, in on the tackle.
Okay, I believe that's number 8, the runner. They have some good backs, I can tell. So they picked up 8 on the play, second down and 2 to go. The Mules up 8-0.
Same formation, I formation, the wing over to the left.
There's a handoff. That'll be a first down. Pretty good tackle by Hernandez, number 5, met the runner number 8 in there, but it is a first down.
About 5.
Littlefield moves the chains. They're out to their own 40 now. Now, according to what we have up there, we have 1:15 remaining in the first quarter, and when we scored, there were only a few seconds, so I don't know what happened there.
2:07. 2:07. Okay.
First and 10 for the Wildcats. No slot in. There's the counter. Straight ahead for about 5, maybe 6.
You know, they don't run many plays, just like always, but they run them to perfection. They run the counter. They run the power of the fullback. They run the tailback, the bootleg, and they just run a few plays, but they do run them well.
So it's a 5-yard pickup. It's second down and 5 to go as we're winding down here in the first quarter. Finally, Mules scored on the opening drive. They lead 8-0. Littlefield on the move on their own 45-yard line. There's a pitch, almost a bad pitch, but not, and there is going to be a first down and more as Littlefield moves all the way into Muleshoe territory from their own 45 down to the Muleshoe 45. They picked up 10. They needed 5, so that is a first down.
23 seconds left in the quarter.
Here comes Littlefield up to the line of scrimmage now. Boy, they have some big, old, tall, tough-looking running backs.
All their players are big. They're just uniform. Pitch sweep.
Pitch to number 20. He's wide. He has some running room, and he's tackled maybe another first down. Close to it if it's not. Tackled by our secondary.
It's first down.
And let's see where they place the ball. Flag down.
Oh, that was a flag.
Flag on Littlefield. Must have been holding again. Boy, they got around that corner, and we did a pretty good job of tackling. We just couldn't get to the runner all that quickly. And I guess another holding call. So it is going to be, let's see. That's the end of the first quarter. Littlefield will have the football on the Littlefield 47-yard line with a first and 20 to begin the second quarter. The Mules lead 8-0.
And they have it first and 10 on the Mule. Actually, they're on 47. Now there's a hand up fake, and there's a pass. Oh, wide open. He's going to go in for the touchdown. As didn't look like number 11 for the Mules saw him, and they just threw that ball right. He faked up the middle, and then a perfect pass to number 11. So not number 11, but number 20 for Littlefield. So that makes it 8-6, and they will go for 2 here, of course. Opening play of the second quarter, and Littlefield scores from about 55 yards out, a little less than 55 on that. Actually, it was a play-action pass. Now they have one receiver wide over here to the left, and they hand off, and he's going to just bull his way into the end zone for the touchdown, and we're tied at 8-8. Not the touchdown, but the extra point. So that was quick, and we'll have the kickoff to the Mules in just a moment. We're ready to start back. We have a tie score, and just into the second quarter in this 7th grade A-team game, and Littlefield they just scored on a 45, about a 50, close to a 55-yard pass play. So they'll be kicking off, and there's a short kick. Oh, the Mules got to get on it. They got to get on it.
Went out of bounds.
Luckily, it went out of bounds.
That was a squibbler. They weren't getting on it. They're fixing to recover it, but it's kicked out of bounds, so we get it.
Did we ever touch that ball?
Yeah, we touched
okay,
it. Didn't matter what
I
we
started to
touched
say
it.
it. Well, it could have been a penalty on them if
the
no
Mules
one touched it.
starting
Offensive lineup. The on the line is Coleman Preston, number 66, Carlos Mesa, number 77, Zach Reyes, 53, Fidel Mendoza, 67, Cesar Oliveira, 75. Now, the quarterback, as we've been mentioning, is number 20, Marco Sanchez. The running back is Muleshoe Hernandez. The wide receivers, number 10, Jacob Kettner. Number 24, Sergio Solano. Number 4, Michael Lozano. And number 33, Isaac Mendoza. Those are the starting offensive players for the 7th grade Mules. And we'll be back shortly after the injury update. Okay, the injured player was taken off the field for Littlefield. Looked like might have been a knee or an ankle. Now the Mules have it 1st and 10 from their own 37. Quarterback, there's a long pass. And, oh, my goodness.
Our receiver.
Receiver quit running, or he might have caught. He was behind them about 5 yards. He stopped, and then the ball went over his head. So it'll be 2nd and 10.
That's Isaac Mendoza.
The receiver then was Isaac Mendoza, and that's number 33. So it'll be 2nd and 10 for the 7th grade Mules. And they're up to the line of scrimmage. The quarterback is number 20, Sanchez, and number 5, the running back, Muleshoe Hernandez. There's a handoff. Number 5, good tough run. Still running. Has the first down into Littlefield territory. Broke a tackle. He's still going, and he may take this one in all the way. No, well, look like they got him about the 1 or 2 yard line. That was really a tough run by Muleshoe Hernandez. So we'll see where they spot it. I think it's going to be on about like Ronnie said, either the 1 or the 2.
I think it's Arnulfo.
And Arnulfo.
Yeah.
Right, Ronnie. That's Arnulfo. Arnulfo Hernandez. Do they have it on the 1?
It's on the 1.
Looks like on the 1 yard line. 1st and goal for the Mules.
That Littlefield boy caught him on the 5, and he went all the way to the 1 before he finally.
Ronnie, that was about a 63 yard run.
Might run him again here. He may be.
Okay, let's see what they decide to do here. They have it on the 1. And quarterback's going to keep it, and untouched. He goes into the end zone untouched. That's a touchdown for Marco Sanchez. So the Mules take the lead again.
It's 2 pretty good-looking 7th grade teams.
You know, the Mules are 4-4, but they've been impressive against this undefeated Littlefield team. So we'll see what the Mules can do on the extra point. As the score is 14-8. They really need to get this one. Mules up to the line of scrimmage. Twins to both sides. 1 running back. That's Arnulfo Hernandez, and the quarterback is Sanchez. Now he wants to throw it. And they put all kinds of pressure on him. So the extra point fails, and the score remains 14-8 in favor of the Mules, and we'll have the kickoff to the Wildcats in just a moment. Hernandez that made that big 62-yard run, or actually about 60, more like 63, broke some tackles, and very impressive, down to the 1, and then the quarterback ran it in, and then the 2 points failed. Hernandez is kicking off. And there's the kick.
That's over everybody.
And that was very good kick. That's going to go all the way to the end zone. What a kick for a 7th grader. He does have a pretty good wind behind him, but that was a good kick.
They were out on about the 20-yard line, or 25, and that just went over everyone.
So Littlefield will get the ball on their own 20, and we have 7:02 remaining in the first half. The Mules lead 14-8. Even though he had a pretty good wind behind him, that was an excellent kick by Hernandez.
Ball's on the 25.
Oh, the ball's on the 25. Yes, okay, instead of the 20. That was a change. Oh, good run there. Good, tough run. He's all the way out to it's almost a first down. Looks like he picked up about 9.
Big hole over
This
right side.
Littlefield team really has some big, strong running backs. Now Littlefield up to the line, 2nd and 1 from their own 34. High formation. There's a handoff to the tailback, number 45.
Tacklers in.
Let's see who made the tackle.
Let me
See, that was 66.
66.
66 on the tackle then, Ronnie. And let's see
60s.
who that might be. That is Coleman Preston for the Mules on the tackle. But it'll be a first down for Littlefield. And they have it on their own 38-yard line, 1st and 10. Now they have 2 receivers split out. I formation, tailback and the fullback, pitch to the tailback, and he has a lot of running room still going. And they knock him out of bounds in Muleshoe territory all the way down to 35-yard line with the Mules. Boy, they do have some tough running backs.
And fast.
And they can really get around that corner. As Ronnie mentioned, they're 7-0-1 on the season. I don't know who tied them, but they haven't lost any. Mules 4-4, but the Mules are playing them really tough. They lead 14-8.
Actually, neither team has stopped the other one.
Like Ronnie said, neither team has done a very good job of stopping the other one.
What's the problem?
Well, I don't know what the holdup is here. The clock says 5:56 remaining in the half. Now they're up to the line of scrimmage. Well, there's still some problem, apparently. Oh, they're the young man that was injured earlier, they're taking him off the field over there, so it doesn't look too good. Some type of leg injury. Big hole again. Another first down. They're just chewing up the yards. And Mules have one down now, and that's number 5, Ronnie. Well, he's getting up now. We can't have Hernandez hurt. He's running back.
He's coming in.
So, and he is limping. Hopefully, I believe he's all right. But so it's another first down. About 11-yard pickup that time. They ran the pitch sweep over to the other side. They get all those blockers in front of that tailback, and like we said, they run it to perfection. All grades. Wide receiver to the left. Have a wing over here to the left. And now there's a pitch again. Same play. And the Mules do a pretty good job stopping him, although he picked up about 5.
And 53.
23 on the tackle for the Mules. That's Justin Carrion. And did you say 53? Josiah Reyes. So it's going to be 2nd and 5
53.
for the Wildcats as they have it deep in Mule territory on the Muleshoe 19-yard line. Same formation. Oh, they had a man move. That's going to cost them 5 yards. The wide receiver over there, number 23, jumped. So instead of 2nd and 5, it's going to be about 2nd and 10.
Well, maybe more than that. Well,
No.
well, they've got 12, 2nd and 12.
Actually, well, it shows to be about 2nd and 11.
Okay.
So I guess he likes 6 instead of 5. Littlefield up to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 11. Now, hand the ball off again to 28. He gets outside. Good blocking over there. And he may score. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown about 24 yards.
That's some kind of reverse.
Yeah.
Like that counter play, but it went
Yeah,
wide.
yeah. As Ronnie said, it was some type of misdirection back to the other side, went wide, and they scored. That ties it up, and if they get the extra point here, they'll go ahead with 4:27 remaining in the second quarter. They're up to the line of scrimmage from the 3-yard line. Wide receiver. Okay, pitch it to the big tailback, and he's into the end zone. So that makes it 16 for Littlefield, 14 for the Mules. For the kickoff, and we have 2 receivers. Well, actually, one about the 17 and 2 up about the 25. Now they're moving up some more.
Hernandez is
And
back in there.
Hernandez is back in there. Number 5 was limping, but hopefully he's all right. They're kicking into the wind. There's the kick, and it's going to be fielded short.
24.
And number 24 gets it and got out across the 30, about the 32, 33-yard line.
Solano, the one that caught the TD pass the last time.
24 is
Sergio Solano.
Sergio Solano. So the Mules will have it with 4:20 left in the half. They're behind by 2, 16-14, and they'll have it 1st and 10 on the they're on 33. Now they're up to the line of scrimmage. The Mules have 2 receivers to each side, 1 running back. That is Hernandez. The quarterback is Sanchez. Okay, there's the snap. Hand the ball off again to number 5, and he's got to the 40. And
He ran into his
looked like he ran into his own man, but he should have the first down. So he picked up about 11 or 12 yards out to the 44, 11 yards. This Hernandez is a good runner. He has good speed and strong. Now they set the change. Signal start the clock. 4:08.
33 in the ball game. That's Carry On. Justin Carry On.
For the Mules?
Yeah. 33. He's a wide receiver. Oh,
I need. Well, I don't have our roster. Okay, there's the flag, and they may decline this if it's on the Mules because, well, our quarterback looks like he might be hurt.
You should have it. The roster up there on the 7th grade. I ran it right off right there.
Oh, here it is, right here. I had it. Yeah. Well, let's see what the call is. Oh my goodness, Ronnie, we just got our quarterback hurt on that. See, he's limping off. Number 20. And that's Marco Sanchez. And I think Littlefield declined that.
And they lost 5 on it.
So we lost about 5 yards. Now that's a timeout, Muleshoe, because they're checking our quarterback. We'll have to put another quarterback in there. So we'll be back after this timeout. Quarterback is now, Ronnie. Looks like it's number 23. And that's Justin Carry-On. Sanchez was injured. Okay. And there's number 5. And he's going to get back to, I think, about the original line of scrimmage. So it'll be 3rd and 10.
Either they've got Hernandez in at quarterback now, or that was a Wildcat because they centered the ball.
Like Ronnie said, they centered the ball to Hernandez, so he may be the quarterback now. Well, it's always bad when you have an injury, but you sure don't want to get your quarterback hurt, and that's what's happened here tonight. Now, 23 comes out, Ronnie.
Yeah. I think
so. The quarterback may be Hernandez.
Must be Hernandez.
Well,
they got someone else.
Well, no, they have another one in there now. Let's get his number.
Yeah, I think.
Or is that the same one?
Back. No, that forward's quarterback now. There's a reverse.
Oh, there's a reverse, and we may get some yardage out of this. A lot of yardage. He may score. He's to the 25, 20, 10, 5, touchdown. And Ronnie, who is that? Number 24, Solano, Sergio Solano, and that was a reverse. And he really did a good job after he got, probably around, about 55 yards. That was excellent run there.
By 2 shots at him, he just didn't tackle him.
He really showed
pretty good speed. Yeah.
Sergio Solano. Now, this is a big extra point right here, too. It's 20-16 Mules.
Probably number 5 will get the ball here.
And I would think they'll get the ball to number 5 here.
Number 4, the quarterback is Lozano, Michael Lozano.
Ronnie says the quarterback is number 4, Michael Lozano now. And they did give it to number 5, and they were waiting for that one. So the Mules' second extra point fails, and they lead 20-16 with 2:33 remaining before the kickoff.
Too much time.
Yeah, I think it is too. They were ready for him.
The seesaw going back and forth. The Mules lead now 22-16 over this tough Littlefield team. 2:33 remaining in the first half of play. The Mules will kick off. And that's what I thought the Mules would do, is probably run Hernandez. Good decision, but boy, they were waiting for him then, and he just had nowhere to go. Tackled on about the 2-yard line on that extra point try. So the Mules have 3 touchdowns, but only 1 conversion on the extra point try. Littlefield has 2 touchdowns and have converted a couple of 2-point conversions each time they've scored. And they have a lot of time left, and the Mules are having all kinds of trouble stopping those good running backs. And Littlefield has shown that they can also throw the football. All right, here's Hernandez's kick. And it's going to be another good one. It's going into not in the end zone. It's going to be taken on the 4-yard line. And some good running room there, and still on their feet. And finally, Littlefield tackled out around the 30. Number 45. Boy, they have some huge running backs. That was a good kick by Hernandez. It died on the 4-yard line. Number 45 for Littlefield picked the ball up and ran it all the way out to about the, see where they put the ball, 29-yard line. And we, again, apologize because we do not have Littlefield's names. We tried to get them and we're unable to do so, so we'll just have to call them by number. Anyway, Littlefield up to the line of scrimmage. They have an empty backfield. The quarterback's the only one in the backfield. They have receivers out wide to both sides, 2:26 remaining in the second quarter, and the Mules lead 20-16, and there is a good run by the quarterback. He just keeps running, won't go down, and he'll have a first down over across the 40 to about the 42-yard line, a 13-yard pickup by the Littlefield quarterback. And they moved the ball on, went out of bounds, stopped the clock with 2:08 remaining here in this second quarter. Littlefield has a lot of speed, and they're very hard to bring down. You hit them. We had 2 or 3 men on the ball carrier then, and he just kept running, moving his legs, and picked up about 5 or 6 extra yards, just enough for the first down and maybe a little more. Ball on the 42-yard line in Littlefield territory with 1:42, clock running. First half, there's a pitch back. It's going to be a pass, a halfback pass, and they're wide open, and they just dropped it. They were behind us in, and it would have been a good catch, but it could have been caught. That was a sweep pass in, halfback pass, and they did get behind us. The ball pretty well thrown by the running back, and into the hands of the would-be receiver, and he just dropped it in. So 2nd and 10 for Littlefield. Of course, the clock stopped, 1:31 remaining here in the half. So it's 2nd down and 10. There goes a handoff, wide open, and a pass, and it's caught. They fooled me then. I thought they'd hand it off. Good fake there with the quarterback, and an excellent pass for a 7th grader, I'll tell you. And a pickup of about 15, 16 yards, and the ball goes all the way into Muleshoe territory on I believe, the 39-yard line. Yes, 39-yard line. So they went from 43, 17, 28 yards on that pass play. So first down and 10 to go. On the Muleshoe 39-yard line. Littlefield on the march. The Mules lead 20-16. 1:21 remaining here in this first half, and they kind of slow starting the clock then. Close to another first down around the right side. Clock moving now as the runner did not go out of bounds. 1:10. Now they're saying he did go out of bounds, and they stopped the clock. Well, it's a timeout by the Wildcats. 1:10 remaining in the first half. The Mules leading 20-16, and Littlefield on the Muleshoe about 30-yard line. The situation is the Mules lead 20-16, 1 minute, 10 seconds remaining in the first half. Littlefield just made another first down, and they moved all the way down to the Muleshoe 28-yard line. Ball's over on the right hash mark, and the Mules in a 5-man front trying to do something to slow down this Littlefield running attack. And there's a handoff wide, a lot of running room. Littlefield across the 20, across the 15, and down close to the 10-yard line. Finally tackled on the 12-yard line. As there's 1 minute left in the first half, the clock has stopped until the chains are moved. Littlefield huddled up quickly, and the ball is placed on the 11-yard line. A lot of blockers out in front of the Littlefield runners, and the Mules just couldn't get to the running back then. So first down and 10, and Littlefield could make a first down on the 1-yard line if they don't score. And number 45 breaks the tackle and gets down to the 5 or just inside the 5. And timeout called on the field by the Wildcats with 42.8 seconds remaining here in the first half. And Littlefield trying to go ahead of the Mules here at halftime. Timeout Littlefield. The Mules trying to hold the Wildcats out of the end zone. The Mules lead 20-16. The ball on the 5-yard line, and there's 42 and 8/10 seconds remaining here in this opening, or in the second quarter. And the pitch, number 45 is into the end zone for a touchdown. Took the pitch wide and just lowered his head and drove into the end zone. And so just before the half, 38 seconds remaining, Littlefield takes the lead again at 22-20, and they'll go for the 2-point conversion here. Well, the Mules have moved the football, but they just have not had a lot of luck in slowing down this Littlefield attack. Both teams have scored 3 touchdowns, but the Mules have missed out on a couple of extra point tries, and quarterback sneaked in, and it's into the end zone. So Littlefield has scored 3 touchdowns and 3 2-point conversions, and they lead 24-20 with 38 seconds remaining here in this opening half. One more time here in this second quarter, this first half. They trailed 24-20, and the Mules have been hard to stop on offense, but Littlefield just a little bit harder. What's that? Hernandez back deep. No, Hernandez is right here. Okay. All right, ready for the kickoff with 38 seconds remaining in the second quarter. This is a good one, and it's going to be caught on about the 15-yard line, number 11 with the football, and he's going to be tackled at the 22 or 3-yard line. Number 11 is Juan Sanchez. Good coverage there by Littlefield and a very good kick. Sanchez did a good job catching that ball and not letting it get behind him. So we have 29 seconds left. Let's see what the Mules choose to do here. Sanchez out of the ball game after the run back. Ball on the 23-yard line down in Muleshoe territory. The Mules trail 24-20. Receivers out wide to both sides. Double slot over on the right side. trips in to the right side. Number 4 back to pass, has pressure on him, fires a screen, and Hernandez catches it, but he will not have very much running room there. He'll get just about back to the line of scrimmage. Clock running, they may just let it run out here. Actually, he picked up 3 yards on that play. Quarterback now for the Mules is Michael Lozano, number 4. And that's it. That's the end of the first quarter, of the first half. The Mules trailed 24-20 in a real offensive shootout here tonight. Bob, to begin this second half, the Wildcats will receive the football. They did win the toss before the game and deferred it until the second half. 24-20 in favor of Littlefield. Both offenses have been in top gear here tonight, but whichever team maybe plays a little bit of defense is liable to win this game, and boy, that Littlefield does have an offense. But the Mules' offense has looked very good tonight too. And Hernandez will kick off, another good kick, and they're back this time. They're going to catch it on about the 15 and bring it up the middle of the field and all the way back out to the 39. Pretty good coverage there by the Mules. See who that is on the bottom there on the tackle. That's number, well, they're up and gone. Number 45 was on the bottom, the boy that got tackled.
It was 23. That's Carry On
in on that tackle with a couple of other Mules. So 1st and 10 for the Wildcats, who lead 24-20 here in the third quarter with the ball on the 39-yard line in Littlefield territory. High formation, slot over on the left side, and pretty good tackling there. That's the best defense we've played in a while. We held them to 5 yards, but good job of trying to hit over there on the left side by the Mules. Number 45 kind of limping as he gets up. Picked up 5, and it's 2nd and 5 for the Wildcats. 23 Carry On was one of the tacklers. We've called Carry On's name several times in on the kickoff, and
picked up 4.
All right, so it's 2nd down, call it 6. Slot again over on the left side. Receiver out wide to the left. And the Mules hold them to less than the 1st down there off the left side. It'll be about a 2-yard pickup. It's a 3rd down and 4. 54 in on that tackle, Bob says.
One of them.
Well, let's see.
54 is Olivas.
Olivas.
Adrian.
Yeah, that's Adrian Olivas. So it's a 3rd down. This is a big 3rd down if the Mules could hold here. 3rd down and 4 yards to go.
Yeah, he didn't make much then.
A couple that time.
Maybe 2.
And the pitch around the right side, and I don't believe he made it. I don't know, Bob. It's close. He stretched out. Oh, they'll go for it, but we turned him back inside and had a little help there on that sweep, and it's going to be 3rd and 4th and 1. And Littlefield, I'm sure, will go for it.
Oh, yeah.
The ball's on their end of the field, but we haven't stopped them all night. This is the closest we have come to stopping them. Maybe they'll jump off sides or fumble or something here. Big defensive play for the Mules. 4th down and 1 yard to go. 5:57 here in the third quarter. The Wildcats lead the Mules 24-20. Quarterback will hand off. It'll be a 1st down and more. They break a tackle at the line of scrimmage, and number 45 may score. And Hernandez got him on about the 1. Hernandez ran him down from behind. It looked like they had the 1st down, but we had the tackle for about a 2 or 3 yard pickup, and we just couldn't hold on to big number 45. He broke around the left side and goes all the way down to the 1. He would have scored, but Hernandez did a good job of tackling from behind. So they say he stepped out, I guess, on the 3. So it'll be 1st and goal for the Wildcats, who lead 24-20. 5:32 remaining. He didn't go out of bounds because the clock is running. They just tackled. His knee hit on the 3. And there goes a handoff, and they just walk in. A little misdirection. They walk in from the right side, and it's 30-20 with extra points coming up. The Wildcats lead. Well, we haven't stopped them all night, Bob. We did make them run the ball on 4th down then, but they ran it all the way down to the 3-yard line from about midfield and then took it in one play. So they'll go for 2 here, leading 30-20 over the Mules. I formation again. Quarterback under center. Handoff, and big number 45 untouched into the end zone. 32-20 in favor of Littlefield. 5:22 remaining third quarter, and the Wildcats will kick off. 5:22 remaining, and the Mules definitely need to run some time off the clock and take one into the end zone here, because this Littlefield team has just been unstoppable on offense tonight. And the Mules have moved the football, but they just have not been able to stop Littlefield.
Back deep's 11, 5, and 23.
Number 11
5, 23.
is Sanchez, 5 is Hernandez, and 23 is Carry On. Here's a kick. Line drive kick. It'll be taken, it's batted around, and we're down. we couldn't catch that one, and Carry On finally had to fall on the ball down around the 21-yard line. So the Mules not in excellent field position here. They trail 32-20, 5:17 remaining third quarter, and they need to dig in here and get something going on offense. Hernandez, big number 5, still in running back, and here's number 4, the quarterback. That's Michael Lozano. Juan Sanchez was a starting quarterback, but he was injured toward the end of the first half. And there's his quarterback keeping the ball, and he'll lose a couple. Faked in there to Hernandez and tried to get around the right side, and he loses about more than a couple. He loses about 5 yards on that play. So it'll be 2nd down and 15 for the Mules deep in their own territory. Clock is running in the third quarter. The Mules trail 32-20. They trailed 24-20 at the half. 4:52 remaining here in the third quarter.
You know, Ronnie, nearly every one of those starting players for Littlefield are about the same size.
And they're all big, and they're all fast.
They move good.
There's a snap back to the quarterback, empty backfield, fires, has a man open, catches it. That's number 24 again, and he's going to have the first down. He's still on his feet. Bob, he may score. Unless he gets called from behind. They're going to catch him behind now. He's going to score. They tried to catch him from behind and hack him down, trying to knock the ball loose, and he wouldn't let that happen. You know, this 24 has had a heck of a ball game tonight. That's Sergio Lozano. He's got a touchdown pass, and that's 2 long runs. Well, that's 2 touchdown passes. That's a pass there. Got a short pass across the middle from Lozano. And, it's more than that, because that just lost 5 yards and they were on the 22. 83 is what it should have been. And it looked like they were going to catch him down on about the 30-yard line, and he changed directions and picked up 10 more yards, and they tried to knock the ball loose, and he spun around but held on to the football and finally took it all the way into the end zone. That was one fine run right there. So that'll get the Mules right back in the game. They'll go for 2 here. Looking, passing, man open. Oh, we didn't catch it. We're having trouble on these extra points. Had a man out there and had fairly good defense on it, and we just didn't catch him. 32-26, Littlefield leads with 4:08 remaining third quarter. Muleshoe kickoff. Hernandez will be kicking off again. They have a man on just behind the 20-yard line. Hernandez has kicked the ball well all night for the Mules. And there's not too much wind. No. Cooled off a little bit now, though. It's good football weather out there. 4:08 remaining. Mules down 32-26. They've just scored on an 83-yard pass play from Lozano to Solano. Lozano to Solano. And here is a kick. And good foot again, and they're going to have to go back to catch it on the 10-yard line. Now coming around the right side, and they're still on their feet. And we finally got them down on the 48-yard line, and the tackler was Hernandez, who kicked off. Had a good kick, and their big old backs just tug it right down the side, down the middle, and then moved over to the right sideline and went by 3 or 4 of our would-be tacklers, and finally Hernandez, number 5, made the tackle, and the ball's on the 46.5-yard line. Still in Littlefield territory, the Wildcats lead 32-26, 3:57 remaining third quarter. Wide out to both sides this time for Littlefield. One running back. Well, they have 2. They have the eye set up because the quarterback's under center. There's one around the right side, another first down, and more, about 14 yards picked up. And this is exactly what Littlefield will try tomorrow night on their varsity. Hang on to that football.
They run everything exactly the same.
Everything's the same, that's right.
And I guess we pretty well do too.
So it's a first down, and ball in Muleshoe territory at the Muleshoe 41.5-yard line now. Pick up about 12 on that last play. Clock stopped, 3:49 remaining, as the runner did run out of bounds on that last play. Third quarter. Littlefield up 32-26. Wide receivers to both sides. Pitch again to the left side, and some good running room.
They really get a lot of blockers out there.
They just wait on their blockers and follow them around, and picked up, let's see if they got the first down or just, no, they picked up about 7 then. Went out, the clock's running, they did not go out of bounds. Second down and 3, ball on the Muleshoe 33-yard line. Littlefield has scored every time they touched the ball tonight on offense. And the Mules did not score just before the half because they ran out of time. And there's a handoff over the right side, and that is a first down and 5 or 6 more. Ball down to the 20, close to the 25-yard line.
One of the tacklers was 75, man.
Well, number 75 on the tackle is Olivia.
And the other one is
Cesar Alvera. Okay, number 66 is Preston Coleman.
Preston Coleman.
All right, so first and 10. Coleman Preston, we'll get that right. There's a pass, wide open. It'll be a touchdown for the Wildcats, as we had everyone trying to stop the run, and quarterback faked and fired it out into the flat, and they just ran into the end zone. Boy, they have a lot of weapons. 38-26, 2:34 remaining third quarter. Wildcats lead, and they'll go for a 2-point conversion here.
They already lead by 12.
Well, they've converted on their extra point tries, and we haven't. That's the big difference in the ball game.
That's the difference.
And the handoff, 45, is, he may not make. Hey, we got him that time. Got him on about the half-yard line. Good defense over there. So the Mules do hold this time, but the score remains 38-26. Littlefield leads with 2:34 remaining in the third quarter. Littlefield will kick off after that last touchdown. The Mules did stop the 2-point conversion in for the first time tonight. They trail 38-26. Still 2:34 remaining here in the third quarter. Mules have battled tonight. They are playing a very good Littlefield team. I'm not sure who tied them, but whoever it was has a pretty good ball team.
No doubt about that.
Okay, here's the kick. Number 11 back deep again for the Mules. That's Juan Sanchez. And this one goes, well, Sanchez can't handle that one. He's back on the 12. Now picks the ball up. And he's not going to get back to the 15. He's going to be tackled right there on the 12-yard line. Couldn't handle that kick, and by the time we picked it up, they were all over us. And so we start out with terrible field position again. So let's see what the Mules can come up with here. Ball's between the 11 and 12-yard line in Muleshoe territory. 2:23 on the clock here in the third quarter. Mules trail 38-26. Quarterback is Michael Lozano. Running back is Nilfo Hernandez. And direct snap back to Hernandez. He looks. He fires. Boy, I tell you what, we have a man. Oh, my goodness. We had a man out there wide open. Good pass by Hernandez. He took the direct snap then, and we just didn't catch it. Let's see.
He was open.
He was open. I don't know whether he would have scored because they probably were faster than us, but he had a very good gain, and he probably would have gone deep into Littlefield territory. Good pass there by Hernandez. He really put it right on the mark then. We just weren't able to hang on to the ball. Had some good football here tonight. The B team beaten 8-6 and
had a touchdown call back right at the end.
Yes, had one call back right at the end. Right.
Won the game.
Okay, so it's second down and 10 from our own 12-yard line. 2:16 remaining here in this third quarter. Number 4, the quarterback, takes a snap, fires, man out there, and it's a little short in there. Did I see a flag? I did see a flag go down.
Yeah.
Right back on the line of scrimmage.
There's a flag for something.
Lozano then just couldn't quite get the ball there. He had a lot of pressure on him. And he's not very tall, Bobby. He has trouble seeing over some of those big Littlefield boys. Is that holding on the Mules? They'll decline that. Third down and 12. Or 10. Third and 10 from the 12-yard line. Number 21 coming into the ball game for the Mules. That's Zachary Atwood. So receivers out wide to both sides. Trips over on the right. Back to pass from our own end zone. Fires the ball out. Oh, and Hernandez had it and just couldn't hold on to it. He might have made the first down on that.
He might have
had some running room.
Just had some yards.
Just flat couldn't hold on to that. So fourth down coming up. A lot of pressure then by Littlefield.
The first punt of the ball game.
Well, I don't know whether it'll be a punt or not. I guess it nearly has to be, though, doesn't it? We're on our own 12. I guess Hernandez is a punter. Yeah, this will be the first punt of the ball game. And let's see. Yeah, Hernandez back there to punt. Well,
I don't know.
No, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think
He's back.
Yeah, he's just not very deep.
Sure not very deep. Yeah, pretty good snap. And partially blocked, it looks like. And takes a bad hop. They get it on the 20-yard line. So we gain on that punt, Bob, from the 12 to the 20, 8-yard punt. Looked like it either went off Hernandez's, the side of his foot,
I believe it did.
or partially blocked. I'm not sure. Yeah, and we were very close to the center in there, and they did have a lot of pressure, and just didn't work out too well then. So Littlefield on their the Muleshoe 20-yard line. They already lead 38-26. And things right at the moment not looking real well for the Mules. They've got to really dig in here. Guess we don't have anybody can send her back here is reading this close. Okay, Littlefield up to the line of scrimmage. They have one receiver out wide to the left slot over on the left side. I formation. Timeout called by Littlefield. Still in the third quarter, 1:53 remaining. Littlefield after the short punt, the first punt of the night, by the way. Short punt by the Mules. They have the ball on the 20-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. They lead by 12. Quarterback under center. And he keeps it on a bootleg, and he cuts toward the end zone, and he's into the end zone. A one-play drive there for the Wildcats. They lead 44-26, and they'll try for the point after. Just a bootleg over to the left side, and we had a couple of shots at the quarterback, but missed him, and Littlefield takes it into the end zone. They lead 44-26.
They don't have many kids over on the sideline either. Like about
Littlefield only had
7.
Mules just have 7. And they run that one in. The quarterback runs it in on the right side. It is 46-26, and Littlefield up by 20 now, and they will kick off to the Mules with 1:42 remaining in the third quarter. Line up to receive the kickoff. It's a 20-point lead right now for Littlefield, 46-26. Number 11 is being replaced, it looks like, by number 23 back there on the return. Let's see. Number 23 is Justin Carrion. And kick kind of hangs in there, and it's going to be taken by one of the short men. Number 24, I tell you what, you better watch him.
He's the one you want to get him.
Yeah, and he's still battling for yardage, but he's tackled on the 39-yard line. Number 24, Sergio Solano. He's had a heck of a game tonight. 3 touchdowns. He's caught 2 passes for touchdowns and then a long run on a misdirection play. So 1:32 remaining third quarter. The Mules have some ground to make up. And they do have some injuries. They lost their quarterback in the first half. That was Juan Sanchez. Michael Lozano's been in there since then, and he's done a good job, but you always hate to lose that quarterback.
I guess that's the quarterback down there on the sideline on crutches, Ronnie. No, that may be another one.
That
looks like a cast.
Yeah, there's a cast on one of them. Yeah.
He may have already been. Well, I can't tell for sure.
Okay, so 1st and 10 for the Mules on their 39-yard line. And the pass, have a man out there. It's caught, and it'll be a first down out across midfield. Good pass.
Number
21, I believe, Bob. Yeah, 21 caught that.
21 is Zachary Atwood. I wonder if that's his brother plays on.
I don't know. Could be. Atwood on the catch. Big first down.
Was from Hernandez, Arnolfo Hernandez.
Yeah, I tell you what, he didn't throw the ball that badly.
He sure doesn't.
All right, so the ball on the 48-yard line, now down in Littlefield territory. The Mules trying to get another drive going here with about a minute left to play in the third quarter. They trail 46-26. Have number 4 out in the slot now.
Yeah, the quarterback is
Hernandez is the quarterback, or at least the passing back, or whatever you might want to say, Wildcat maybe. And he looks to pass. has a man open, and it is almost intercepted that time, so it's 2nd and 10. Things have slowed down out on that field in this game. The first one went quickly until about the last half of the last quarter. Second and 10 for the Mules on the Wildcat 48-yard line. Trips over on the right side. 2 receivers on the left. One back in the backfield. That's Hernandez. And he's hit just as he throws it, and almost a good catch out there for 24, but he was well covered and just couldn't hang on. And I tell you what, Hernandez really got popped in just as he threw the ball. So number 24 couldn't hang on to that one then. That's Solano again, and it's 3rd and 10 for the Mules. And we're in a situation where we almost have to throw the ball. We're not throwing it that badly. We're just pretty good defense there with the Wildcats. Okay, the Mules line up. Still just one man back in the backfield, and that's Hernandez, number 5. Trips on one side, 2 on the other, and he fires one out there, and that one's going to be picked off. Had some pressure on him, and they may run that one back, Bob. They're going all the way unless Hernandez gets him on the side, and he can't do it, and Littlefield takes that one into the end zone. Hernandez had a lot of pressure on him, and he kind of threw that one away, I guess, right in the middle of the field. And nobody there but Littlefield, and they take it all the way back, and they lead 54-26 now, still in the 3rd quarter. Okay, Littlefield lines up for the point after try. And they're into the end zone. They lead 54-26 with 15.4 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. The ball pretty well, but just a little.
2 times he didn't
have any time. He had a lot of pressure on him. There's a little bloop kick in there, and it's caught by number 66, and he's tackled on the 42-yard line.
Coleman Preston.
Coleman Preston caught that one in there, a little kind of bloop kick out there. It's like a pop-up fly or something, and Mules have it on the 41-yard line. Four seconds remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Mules trailing 54-26. We led, Bob, until just before the end of the first half, and we trailed 24-20 at the half, but things haven't gone well for the Mules here in the second half. Still a quarter to go. And we're in the same formation here with wide receivers to both sides. This time we'll take the snap and run with the ball, and a first down and a little bit more as this quarter ends as Hernandez goes from the 42 in Muleshoe territory to the 46 in Littlefield territory. So we'll start the 4th quarter trailing 54-26, and Muleshoe will have the football.
This one's kind of gotten out of hand, 54-26 in favor of the Wildcats. The Mules have it in Littlefield territory on their 46-yard line. They come up to the line of scrimmage, and looks like now the quarterback is back to number 4, Lozano, and 3 receivers over here to the left, 2 to the right. Now hand the ball off, this time to, well, pretty good job there. Pretty good job there by number 23. Looked like he's going to be thrown for about a 5-yard loss, and he winds up making about 7 yards.
Like
6 yards, about 6 yards.
They were trying to.
Number 23, then, that was Justin Carry-On.
That was 5 carried the ball. Pitched the ball to 5.
Oh, Ronnie said that number 5 wound up with the ball then. I thought that was 23, but anyway, we made 6 yards on it.
They tried to grab the ball out of her hand back there, and it missed, and then he went in and made 6 yards.
Now we move the 3 receivers over to the right, 1 to the left, 1 running back in the spread. Now there's a handoff this time. Number 4 keeps it and nowhere to go, but I believe that they must have got the face mask as the referee called it, or the official called it, so that may help the Mules there. I think that's going to be a first down. A face mask. If it is, it's a personal foul. So that'll move the Mules all the way down to about the 27-yard line of the Wildcats and give them a first down. Players getting some instructions from Coach Jay. Just underway here. Well, actually, we played about a minute and a half in the fourth quarter. Mules trailing big, 54-26.
First down.
But they do have a first down on the 27. Now the quarterback keeps it, and number 4 has good yardage. He's down to the 10, and he's going to score. Good job there by number 4, Michael Lozano. Just the high school runs that a lot, and he did a good job of running and their blocking was very good, and he showed speed and went into the end zone. So the Mules, even though they're a long ways behind, they haven't given up. That makes it 54-32, and they'll be trying the extra point. Number 4, Michael Lozano, did a good job then at quarterback. See, number 5's over here on the sideline. I'd have sworn what about it. Anyway. Okay, we'll go for the extra point. I'm sure they're going to be, of course, both teams haven't kicked, so they'll be going for 2. And Littlefield's only missed 1 all night long. That was, I guess, the last time. It was the time before. So we'll see what the Mules can do here. Quarterback keeps it. He's going to run, and he's going to get in there. Good job. And we have a flag. I don't know what the flag's about. Holding on the Mules. Well, a lot of things are happening to them tonight. That was bad right there. So that took away the 2-point conversion, and that'll back them up, and they'll try it again. I wouldn't have called that. This is very opposite. This time from the 12-yard line. Or actually the 13 on that 10-yard penalty. And they still haven't started the clock. They're signaling. Well, they signaled start it, Ronnie. Well, that says extra point, so I guess that's the reason they shouldn't start it. But I guess the officials got mixed up there, but it was extra point, so you wouldn't start it. Twins to both sides. Quarterback wants to throw it. Now he rolls out. Now he's in big trouble. Now he gets out of it again and throws it, and it's intercepted. He had a man open. He just didn't see it, and he didn't have time, I don't think.
He had big, tall trees all around him.
Yeah, he is pretty short, and he had trouble seeing. So the score now is 54-32 in favor of Littlefield with 6:05 remaining. 54-32, and Mules will be kicking off in this 7th grade game. The Mules are 4-4, as Ronnie mentioned. Littlefield's, they're either 7-0-1 or 8-0-1. Haven't lost. There's a kick, and they're going to field it about the 15 and fell down. The Mules got a break there.
Not the Mules.
I mean, yes. Well, the Mules did get a break.
That's right. That's him.
Because
he had a mile.
he had a lot of running room there.
He just failed out.
But just fielded it, and the ball's going to be on they're on 17.
But they're not going to be able to do a lot of substituting, Bob, because they don't have anyone over there.
Like Ronnie said, they have 5 substitutes on the sideline. I don't know whether any of those are running backs or not, but you'd like to see them take some of those big, strong, fast running backs out of there if they can. But they may not can. So they're up to the line, 5:13 remaining, and they have one receiver wide and one close on the other side. I formation, hand off to the tailback, and here they go. And looks like he may be gone to the races. Just kind of screen block there, and he's going to go about 83 yards for a touchdown. So that makes it 60-32. So that didn't take long. They just kind of have us beat down. Our 7th grade has, they've really tried, scored 32 points, but just could not stop them. They have that big, tough tailback that I think they alternate some of them, and the fullback. And they just really have a good 7th grade team. So we'll see what they do on the extra point. High formation, give it to the tailback, and they passed it. Okay, they faked us out then. They faked to him and passed it to him. So that makes it should be 62-32. That's the best thing to do, is just run the clock and get it over with. So there's the kick. And let's see, the Mules fielded on about the 25. Start up the field and get to, still running. And a flag, and it goes out of bounds over there in Littlefield territory, about the 48. We'll see what the call is. See if that's on the Mules. Probably is on the kickoff like that. So that's either going to be a clip or a hold. I think it was a block in the back.
That was us.
So that's going to move the Mules all the way back to their own 29 after that penalty. We're down to 1:45 remaining. 62-32 in favor of the Littlefield 8th graders. They have a fine team. And the Mules have played hard. They just, like we said earlier, just couldn't stop them.
Played with them for a half.
The half, we were just behind 24-20, but things really went downhill this second half. There's a snap. Number 4 with it. He's going to run with it. And he has pretty good running room. He breaks in down to the 40 and 30, 25. He's going to go all the way for a touchdown. Good job there by number 4. Ronnie, he went from the 29. That would be 71 yards. So we've had some big plays. And these little old 7th grade Mules, there's not any quit in them. And they've moved the ball well on offense. They've scored 38 points, and they have a chance to make it 40 here. So they'll have a chance here with the extra point.
Bob, because they don't have many to put in.
No, they didn't have very many substitutes in. They have 5 over there, like we said earlier, on the sideline. Looks like they have taken some of those bigger ones out, because they have some big ones over there on the sideline.
Bigger than the coach.
The Mules spread out 2 receivers to both sides, 1 running back. They may give it to big number 5 here this time, Hernandez.
Nope.
No, 4 is going to keep it, and he's in there. Good little, this backup quarterback has done a pretty good job.
Real good job.
He really has. So even though the first one got hurt, Was that number 20, Ronnie? That was Marco Sanchez, but Marco, yes. And Michael Lozano has done a good job, and it is 62-40. And we'll have the clock's running, so I think they're probably just going to let this one run out and get this game over with. It's kind of gotten out of hand, but you got to hand it to the 7th graders. They sure didn't give up. So the final score is going to be 62 for Littlefield and 40 for the Mules.